In my previous video, I was talking about the Huawei and its uncertain future. So yeah, I think it's a little bit difficult for Huawei to overcome these circumstances. But yeah, I think the Huawei is a big company. It has a big setup, and it's gonna overcome these things. It will be a little bit difficult, especially in the near future and in these pandemic circumstances. I had the Huawei P20 Lite with me. I have used this phone. I have liked this very much. It was a mid-range phone. It was a mid-range of the Huawei P20 and the P20 Pro from the 2018. So it was a little bit priced higher, I think, at that time. But yeah, you can get this thing very cheap nowadays, and it's running the Google services. Yeah, it was released before the US ban on the Huawei. So I have used this phone. I have liked very much this thing, and I will mention the components and the features of this phone in a row of categories, like I mentioned in my last video, that I will be mentioning the various components of the every phone in a row of categories, from excellent to good to average, below average, to poor and very poor. So I think the smartphones nowadays don't have any very poor component or feature, I think. But yeah, the budget phones are even the budget phones are very balanced in all of its features. I have used this phone for a while, and I personally like the design. So it has a very premium design. The color options are very great. I personally love the pink color, I think, but yeah, you can check it out. But I have this thing in the blue color. So the color options are very great. The design, it's very beautiful. This screen is very beautiful. The screen design is very beautiful. It's like very flat. It's like an iPhone, I think. Yeah, and the build quality, the materials used, the aluminum frame is a good. It's a little bit low grade aluminum, I think. Yeah, you can check this on this charging port. It's like the aluminum is like a little bit, it has wear marks on this thing. So this shiny back is very good looking. I think it reflects light very much. But yeah, it's definitely a fingerprint lover. So the screen is very beautiful, and it's very well shaped. The notch is not ugly at all, I think, and it adds a little bit beauty on this phone, like considering the iPhone in your mind. So it's like it's a beautiful notch. It's not bad at all. This fingerprint placement is very good. It's like placed on an ideal position, I think, for average people's hands. So this finger reaches very much comfortably, and it's very fast. It's like it's an excellent fingerprint sensor. It's very accurate. It's very fast. And this display, it's great. It has a high pixel density. I think it's above the 400 ppi, and it's a little bit color accurate. But yeah, this is not the bright display. I think I have noticed a little bit that the outdoor visibility is very little. So the media consumption on this thing is pleasure, I think, because of the color accuracy on this display. I like the front camera on this phone very much. It has a good amount of the megapixels, like 24 megapixels. And yeah, the lens size is a little bit bigger than the other phones, so it captures very good clear selfies. The selfies look a little bit cartoony, I think, so it's not that much realistic. But yeah, it captures very good bright selfies. I'm upset with the back cameras. The back camera is I think below average, and the photos feel a little bit noisy. The low light photography is a little bit upsetting, I think. The video recording on this camera is, I think, it's a little bit good. It has a little bit of stabilization, but yeah, it doesn't feel that much clear and crisp. So this EMUI, it's like very fast, and the settings are more precise, and they are the phone is definitely more customizable. The EMUI, it's not like that much colorful and beautiful like the Samsung UI, the One UI. But yeah, I think the One UI is more advanced. It's more refined. It's like more updated. So this phone is running on the Android 9 Pie, I think. It is not upgradable to Android 10. It has 4 gigabytes of RAM and various storage options from 32 GB to I think 128 gigabytes. The speaker on this phone is, I think, below average. Yeah, definitely below average. It has a headphone jack. It's a good thing. The battery life on this phone is very good. I think it's like you are getting from 4 to 5.5 to 6 hours of screen on time throughout your day, depending on your usage pattern. So it charges a little bit slow. I think it takes 2 to 3 hours to completely charge. Overall, it's a good package, especially in today's date. So you can get this thing pretty cheap nowadays. And yeah, it was a little bit priced higher in its own time when it was released. So I think it's a good phone to be used in 2020 as well. It has a good display, although not bright. It has a very good premium design, although more fingerprint magnet. I don't know if this is the plastic or it's a glass, but I think it's a glass. Speaking of the durability, this phone is very good, solid, and I have dropped this thing 2 to 3 times, but yeah, it's very solid. Using it after a while, you will see some minor scratches on the screen, but the back also gets a little bit scratches, and aluminum frame is, I think, a little bit low grade. There are visible marks on this charging port, so it looks a little bit ugly. Phone calls are very good on this thing. The earpiece has clear sound during the phone calls. It has 2 mics, and yeah, it adds a little bit in the video recording. So I like this phone very much. It's definitely fit to be used in 2020. The specs are very good. The EMUI is very fast. The processor is not that much outdated. It feels fast and smooth. The games play very much smoothly. There is no lag at all. The display is good. The front camera is very great. The design and the build quality is good. Yeah, it's a good package, and it's worth using in 2020 considering its price. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And like this video if you like, and please be sure to subscribe, and see you in the next one.